Mike.
Yep, I see the request.
Okay. Keep your camera on here too, because I'm about to go back live on this platform too.
All right.
We got Mike joining us. Just give us a few seconds for him to get on.
All right. Why is it? We got one viewer.
Well, it says you joined, so
I joined, but I
so
need.
so request me to, I guess, come on screen.
Uh,
We have Damicheal Jenkins about to come on live on his screen shortly. So just give us a few seconds to get him on.
all right. How's this working on my
I
damn
just
computer?
invited you. We have Damicheal Jenkins about to come on.
It's lagging too. All right. Let me do this. Let me do this.
Hello, hello. Come on in. We have Mike Jenkins joining us shortly. All right, here we go.
Uh, my browser don't support. This is some.
You're on live. I see you on my Instagram. You hung up on the other platform, but I do have you on this one. Um
Yeah, we make sure we'll get this together before later on.
welcome,
But
welcome, welcome. So for those on Facebook, you actually hold on one second. They can't see it on here, but let me they can't see us on Facebook, but I'm going to let them know to see if they can join on IG. And let's get started. So I'm glad you could join us today. First off, I want to thank you for um, being a speaker at our upcoming Wealth Building Summit happening on June 28th. From 10 to 4. He is one of our amazing speakers, Damicheal Jenkins with 3D Visions. He will be talking about how to build with little to no money, which is something we all dream of doing. We just need to know how. So, Damicheal, give us a little bit of background about you, what you've been doing, and what you plan to bring on the 28th.
yeah, so a little bit of background on me is I grew up in construction and real estate. And I bought my first property from the land bank for less than $5,000 a little over 10 years ago. So I started out fixing and flipping, wholesaling, and I got into some creative financing, which gave me a chance to be able to leverage to be able to do multiple projects at once. Through that, did a bunch of full gut renovations, and I just was like, man, these renovations, it's just too many contingencies. Through that though, I discovered my talents for to be an architect. So everything I would do, I would design it. When people come to my job sites, they'll ask me, they'll say, who designed this, and I tell them me.
Oh,
Then they'll
wow.
ask and then they'll ask me again, and I say, "Well, me, I just look like this." So, and then they'll say, "Well, are you an architect?" So that started to stick with me. So I started to self teach. Started to self teach myself about softwares and stuff like that, and that's what drew me to new development. So on my last flip I sold, I closed on my first piece of land, and I started new development. Thought I had it all figured out on my first new development project. Um, and clearly, I'm like, look, I did full guts. I did everything. I designed this one. I worked hands on with an architect, but I was the lead designer on it. And man, I found out quickly that your experience in flipping and renovating does not transfer over to new construction. So I made a lot of mistakes on that first deal. I learned from them, and I was able to then go and apply everything I learned. Now I'm in a position to where I'm teaching people so that they can learn from my experience, learn from my mistakes, learn from my resources, and I'm teaching people how to get into it without using none of their own money. And what we do is we leverage your personal credit profile to go and get access to interest-free business funding. We then go and liquidate those interest-free business funding credit cards to purchase land, and we take that to the hard money lender to get 100% construction financing. So now you're in a new construction deal all off of using the bank's money.
Wow. Um, so when you got started, you went right into from flipping to building. Um, and you did say you had some things that you had to work on. But when you say you were an architect, you didn't have anyone help you design your actual products. You did the everything to scale on your
Yeah,
own.
so on all my fix and flips, I was designing them myself. I didn't know at the point I was actually doing architectural work until people started recognizing it. So they recognized, the talent I had. So and then that's what drew my eye to say, well, let me start working in the softwares because I was just a visionary. I just could walk in, a house that was old and beat up, and I can envision what it would look like, and I would say I want this there, I want that wall torn out, I want to add a bathroom, I want to put more storage there, whatever it may be. So through that, I started studying, and I started out by just doing floor plan designs for other people's remodels.
Wow.
Then that graduated to me doing floor plan and elevation designs for new construction, which then graduated to me, designing full sets of blueprints and things of that nature.
Wow. And so we're excited to have you share all that you've learned and accomplished this upcoming Saturday on the 28th. Um, yeah, you've done a lot, and I also want you to share. You can wait till Saturday to share about your experience that you've had in building in your own community, because that's really my first. When I first found out about you was when you were building in your own community, had built a home, and then you had some issues come in where people didn't expect it to be you. Um,
Yeah, that's just something we face here in the United States. We less than 2%
yeah,
minority developers. So,
yeah,
this whole industry is not set up for people that look like us to succeed. And it happens every single day, in America. I think it was only what 40, 50 years ago that we were able to become real estate agents. So we're still fighting a crisis when it comes to being able to develop, being able to succeed in real estate, being able to be a landlord, being able to be a builder. Architects, there's a lot of red tape that goes towards architects. So the industry that we're in, it's not designed for us, but we are going to push by educating our people, by making sure that we are financially literate, and those are the ways that we're going to be able to make sure that we succeed in this industry. Because
right.
whenever we get our hands on something and we apply our talent, we always seem to do the
We
best.
do. We do. So I'm excited to have you. And we will be on again at 6. We had a little technical difficulties to earlier today, but by this evening we'll have those kinks out. So we'll see you again at 6 p.m. Central. Um, look forward to talking with you then. And for those that missed it, we will have the replay, and then again we'll see you at 6 today, talking to Damicheal Jenkins. And comment wealth below if you want more information on the event. And again, we'll see you on the 28th, and also go to wealthbuildingsummit.org. But comment wealth below and we'll send you more information. I'll talk to you then, Damicheal.
Yeah, look forward to it.
All right. Thank you. Bye.